How you doing? Okay, I'm gonna stop with the voice. I've been playing around Facebook some more and saw like the don't laugh challenges, but I have no one to do it with because all my friends don't want to be on camera. So I found funniest jokes, like Google that, found 2 different lists. Let's try these. I've not read the lists yet, but I'm sure some of them I've seen before. Let's start off with the Reader's Digest, funniest jokes of all time. 2 hunters are out in the woods when one of them collapses. He's not breathing and his eyes are glazed. The other guy whips out his cell phone and calls 911. Help! I think my friend is dead, he yells. What can I do? The operator says, calm down. First, let's make sure he's dead. There's a silence, then a shot. Back on the phone, the guy says, okay, now what? Apparently I was voted funniest of 2002. Meh. A turtle is crossing the road when he's mugged by 2 snails. When the police show up, they ask him what happened. The shaken turtle replies, I don't know. It all happened so fast. Love animal jokes? Yeah, don't care. What religion are bears? A priest, a minister, and a rabbi want to see who's best at his job. So they each go into the woods, find a bear and attempt to convert it. Later they get together. The priest begins, when I found the bear, I read to him from the whatever and sprinkled him with holy water. Next week is his first communion. I found a bear by the stream, says the minister, and preached God's holy word. The bear was so mesmerized he let me baptize him. They both look down at the rabbi who's lying on a gurney and body cast. Looking back, he says, maybe I shouldn't have started with the circumcision. Ooh, ow. Mystery gas station bathrooms. Why do they lock gas station bathrooms? Are they afraid someone will clean them? Or probably go in there and trash them even worse than what they already are. Or steal the toilet paper. Talking dog for sale. A guy spots a sign outside a house that reads, Talking dog for sale. Intrigued, he walks in. So, what have you done with your life? He asks the dog. I've lived a very full life, says the dog. I lived in the Alps rescuing avalanche victims. Then I served my country in Iraq, and now I spend my days reading to the residents of a retirement home. The guy's flabbergasted. He asks the dog's owner, why on earth would you want to get rid of an incredible dog like that? The owner says, because he's a liar. He's never done any of that. It's all a talking dog, dude. Ooh, the police would love a talking dog. Get these guys committing a crime. Oh, don't worry, it's just a dog. Then he comes back, hey guys, guess what happened? Alright, playing with fate. In surgery for a heart attack, a middle-aged woman has a vision of God by her bedside. Will I die? She asks. God says, no, you have 30 more years to live. With 30 years to look forward to, she decides to make the best of it. So since she's in the hospital, she gets her breast implants, liposuction, a tummy tuck, hair transplants, and collagen injection in her lips. She looks great. The day she's discharged, she exits the hospital with a swagger, crosses the street, and is immediately killed by an ambulance and killed. Hit by an ambulance and killed. Up in heaven, she sees God. You said I had 30 more years to live, she complains. That's true, says God. So what happened, she asks. God shrugs. I didn't recognize you. Yeah. So far that's the closest to make me laugh, but none of these are making me laugh. Living comfortably. A car hit an elderly man. The paramedic says, are you comfortable? The man says, I make a good living. Really? So far none of these are making me laugh, like at all. A poodle and a collie are walking together when the poodle suddenly unloads on his friend. My life is a mess, he says. My owner is mean, my girlfriend ran away with a schnauzer, and I'm dirty as a cat. Why don't you go see the psychiatrist, suggests the collie. I can't, says the poodle. I'm not allowed on the couch. Wow. A man, shocked by how his buddy is dressed, asks him, how long have you been wearing that bra? The friend replies, ever since my wife found it in the glove compartment. Ah, I get it. That's terrible. The easiest time to add insult to injury is when you're signing somebody's cast. Ventriloquist is performing with his dummy on his lap. He's telling a dumb blonde joke when a young platinum-haired beauty jumps to her feet. What gives you the right to stereotype blondes that way, she demands. What does the color have to do with my worth as a human being? Flustered, the ventriloquist begins to stare out an apology. You keep out of this, she yells. I'm talking to that little jerk on your knee. Terrible. Once I saw this guy on a bridge about to jump. I said, don't do it. He said, "Nobody loves me." I said, "God loves you. Do you believe in God?" He said, "Yes." I said, "Are you a Christian or a Jew?" He said, "A Christian." I said, "Me too. Protestant or Catholic?" He said, "Protestant." I said, "Me too. We're franchise." He said, oh shit, I forgot the voices. He said, "Baptist." I said, "Me too. Northern Baptist or Southern Baptist?" He said, "Northern Baptist." I said, "Me too. Northern Conservative Baptist or Northern Liberal Baptist?" He said, fuck, I keep screwing up the voices. He said, "Northern Conservative Baptist." I said, "Me too. Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes region or Northern Conservative Baptist Eastern region?" I said, "Me too. Northern Conservative, Baptist Great Lakes Region Council of 1879 or Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes Council of 1912?" He said, "Northern Conservative Baptist Great Lakes Region Council of 1912. I said, "Die heretic," and I pushed him over. That's messed up. That's not very funny. Doctor says, "Larry, everything looks great. How are you doing mentally and emotionally? Are you at peace with God?" Larry replies, "God and I are tight. We're alright." He knows I have poor eyesight, so he's fixed it. So when I get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, poof, the light goes on. When I'm done, poof, the light goes off. Wow, that's incredible, the doctor says. A little later in the day, the doctor calls Larry's wife. Bonnie says, "Larry's doing fine, but I had to call you because I'm in awe of his relationship with God. Is it true he gets up during the night and poof, the light goes on in the bathroom? When he's on, poof, the light goes off?" "Oh no," exclaims Bonnie. "He's peeing in the refrigerator again." Wow, that sucks. For his birthday, an old man's nephew secretly hired a call girl for him. When he answers the door, she's standing there in slinkly back dress. She says, "I'm here to give you super sex." After thinking for a minute, the old man replies, "I guess I'll just have the soup." Wow. That's an old joke. I almost broke both my arms trying to hold open a revolving door for a woman. I guess. The fellow was being sold a very cheap suit, but the left arm is a lot longer than the right arm, he complained. "That's why this suit is such a bargain," the clerk explained. "Just cock your left elbow up a little bit like this, tuck the left lapel under your chin a bit like this." "But the right leg is way too short," argued the customer. "No problem," the sales clerk answered. "Just keep your right knee bent a little at all times, walk like this, and no one will notice. That's why the suit is only $30. Finally, the fellow bought the suit, cocked his left shoulder in the air, tucked the suit's left lapel under his chin, bent his right knee, and limped out the store towards his car. Two doctors happened along and noticed him. "Good heavens," the first doctor said to the second. "Look at that poor crippled fellow." "Yeah," answered the second doctor, "but doesn't that suit fit great?" Or suit fit great? Blah. None of these are funny. I just... Huh. The head monk with tears in his eyes, the word is celebrate. Wow. I mean, none of these are funny. Uh, I come from a Sioux family. During the Civil War, my great uncle fought for the West. Uh, Seen that one before. I just... I've even told that joke. Escalators can't break, they only become stairs. I just... I just... None of these are funny. achieve it with anything at work. I want to achieve it by not dying. Yeah. None of these are funny. These are all old jokes I've heard before. Let's try the second list. Today at the bank, an old lady asked me to help check her balance, so I pushed her over. I bought some shoes from... I've seen that one countless times. Told my girlfriend she drew her eyebrows too high. She seemed surprised. My dog used to chase people on the bike a lot. It got so bad, finally I had to take the bike away. I'm good at sleeping. I can do it with my eyes closed. My boss told me to have a good day, so I went home. I don't... God dang, none of these are funny either. Buy one of the shrimp shares treasure because he's a little shellfish. One hat, sit the other. You stay here, I'll go on ahead. Over scholarship, do not read it. What did the triple about Jane? None of these are funny. How are these on a Google list of funniest jokes? How is it I Google the funniest jokes? These are the jokes that pop up. I got a joke for you. Moth flies into a podiatrist's office. Podiatrist looks at his face like, your feet seem okay. What are you here for? Well, doctor, my life's a mess. I've been working at the same place for 27 years. I've only been promoted once. Other people around me have been promoted, but I've not been promoted. 27 motherfucking years. Not one promotion. After my first one, like 2 years into my shit. 2 years in, I got a promotion. I'm like, yes, this is it. This is how I'm going to make my living. 25 years after that, not one more promotion. Wow, that sucks. Have you thought about getting another job? I actually had a couple part-time jobs throughout the years, but they all just part-time. They wanted to make me full-time. And the pay wasn't as good. Of course, the pay was good at first, but then, you get married, you have kids. The daughter wants to go to college. The son, I don't know what he's up to. 1 month he's in a band. The next month he's going to join the football team, so he buys the equipment. The next month he's bored with that, and he goes into the swim team. The money was great at first, so I wanted to stick around, but then you get married, and then you have the kids. And of course, you can't quit that job and start another one with lower pay, because then you're going to make even less money, especially when it's part-time. There's nothing I can do. Well, anything else going on in your life? Well, my wife and I have been married for 30 years this year. I remember the anniversary. She didn't. She had a night out with the girls. Already planned it, so she said, let's do it another night, and then we never did. Pretty sure she's cheating on me, but I don't have the time to look. Because when she's out with her friends and all that, I'm stuck at home with the kids, keep an eye on them. When I'm out with the kids, I'm sleeping. When I'm not sleeping, I'm at work. Wow, that's just rough. Anything else going on in your life? Well, like I said, the son, he just 1 month football, next month swim team, next month band, next month, who knows? He was into cars, saved up his money, bought parts for a car, and then he never put it together. So I got all this crap in my garage. No room to park the car anymore, so my car has to sit out in the driveway. Got all that crap in the garage. But he says, don't worry, Dad, one day I'll fix it. I want to help him with it, but I don't know anything about cars. I tried using the computer to figure it out, and I just found all this stuff that makes me wonder what my daughter's been up to. All these sites pop up, and I'm like, honey, what are you doing? But since she turned 18, she's trying to pay for college, so, selling pictures of her feet, it can't be the worst thing in the world, right? Doctor looks at him and goes, I guess as long as it's just her feet. Do you know what site she's on? The mom just looks at me like, there's so many sites. Just feet.com, kinkyfeet.com, feetandmashpotatoes.com. Go on about 5-10 minutes listing all the different feet sites that his daughter's on. The doctor makes sure to write it all down. Being a good doctor that he is, he's trying to make sure he records everything. Well, anything else besides your kids doing that and your wife probably cheating on you in your life, just not going anywhere at work? Well, you had friends. You graduate from high school, you go to college, you make friends there. Then you graduate college, you go into the workforce, you make friends there, but no, one person quits, this person gets promoted, this person gets transferred to another site. It's hard to keep friends after this much time, and then of course, no, I just don't have any free time. So it's like it's not like I'm going out to the bar with my friends like my wife does. It's all just work, sleep, kids, work, sleep, kids. Don't have time for friends. I can't remember last time I got invited to a Super Bowl party. I just work, sleep, kids, work, sleep, kids. It's just my life is just on repeat. It's like Groundhog's Day. Just nothing ever changes. The podiatrist is just shocked by all this, and he's like, "Well, I mean, this sounds like you need a lot of help, but why'd you come to me? I'm a podiatrist. I look at feet." The moth turns to him and says, "Oh, your light was on." Now, see, I know that joke, and it still makes me laugh because I'm honestly, why would you tell a joke if you didn't think it was funny, right? But the longer you can go, like the longer you draw that out, the funnier. If you can go 20 minutes drawing it out with all this moss problems, just end it with, "Oh, your light was on," the funnier it is. God, all these other jokes suck. So here's a challenge. People, find me a list of jokes or make a list of jokes and either send it to me on Twitter or get a Google Drive. Like, okay, don't look at the Google Drive until you do your video so you don't see the jokes ahead of time. But here's a bunch of jokes I think are hilarious, will make you piss yourself. Send it to me on Google Drive or an email at it or Twitter messages, whatever. Just send me a list somehow so I can read it and hopefully laugh. Because none of these jokes are funny. Not one made me laugh. Face rigs make me laugh more than any of these jokes did. Except for the moth one. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. As always, like, subscribe, comment down below, and have a wonderful day.